what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout. Here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Eric Armstead drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this unit has been set up nicely here in this one, thanks to some great punt returns that we get a look at. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Elam now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Barry Sanders the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? He lost two, and it brings up fourth. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And there he goes again. And touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there, a punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got under pressure, and they got to him again. Deion Sanders, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Ryan. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, you could just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Set. Ready, 8.
On 1st down, Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Push him back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Sanders, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan caught by Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. And he's loose again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I got you, punk. Kill.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Slam. Get up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.